Hey, this is Brian Bigger. I want to show you the boxes, the packaging on each figure. And I feel like, I already reviewed Mr. Fantastic, but I feel like I want to review all of them at once, just so you can get the idea of the whole team. Because this is my first team set. You know what I mean? Like there's Ninja Turtles, and then there's Ghostbusters, but I don't have these. But this is my first one, the Fantastic Four. So this is my first team up kind of action figure set, and I'm liking how this whole set looks. It looks nice, so I like that, and I'm ready to get them out of the boxes each. And each box, by the way, is exactly the same. Just different designs for each character. So the thing you see, he has a icon right there with the thing, and it shows a really nice picture. It looks like a painting of sorts. Yeah, I think it's a painting. It looks awesome. I love that. And then there's this, which is what do you call it? Invisible Woman. So yeah, this is Invisible Woman. And then this one is obviously Mr. Fantastic, which I think looks like a painting, or it's just a picture that looks like a painting. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a painting. And then there's this, which is the Human Torch, aka Johnny Storm. And it's got a really nice drawing there. Yeah, it is a painting for sure. It looks like it's painted by Alex Ross. I'm not so sure what's going on with the artwork. So anyway, yeah, it's really cool. I love these boxes. They're very compact and small, so you can stack them easier in your closet. So very nice. Now let's get each figure out of the box. Okay, so this is what they look like out of the boxes, and they look great together. Man, this is the first team of action figures I have in my collection. So it's really awesome to have all four of them together at once. Really awesome. Now, let's do some size comparison with my other action figures. Now, I want to go over articulation. And I already did the articulation on Mr. Reed and the other video. And the rest are pretty much the same, but I'll show the other ones. For now, I'm just going to review the articulation on 3 of these figures, other than Mr. Reed. So I'm going to put Mr. Reed in the back right here. And then go with ladies first, which is Invisible Woman. Yeah, starting with the head, she turns about this far, and then this far. And she looks up, not much. Down, she looks down a little further, but she can't look up that much. She can't turn. She can turn this side pretty good. She could. Yeah, you could move that, but watch for the paint to scrape. It might scrape on the paint, especially with the white part on the top. So just keep that in mind. And the shoulders go up this far, and bicep swivel, double jointed elbows go this far. And this hand, there's no hinge on this hand. It's just one peg. Let me pop it off. As you can see, it's just one peg. Just to make her do the invisible powers. And it looks really cool. And then this one has the the hinge on the wrist, as you can see. And she does have the other hands along with it. This has the relaxed hand, as you can see, for this side. And then this one has the fist hand, and this one has the hinge on the fist hand for this side. So anyway, so that's it for the hands articulation. Now to the chest. She arches back this far, which is nice. It looks really good. Very dynamic in this pose. And then ab crunch, not much. Like, this is more like a McFarlane ab crunch, where there's very little range in the front torso movement, as you can see. Same thing with Mr. Fantastic. All of them have the same problem, which is weird. And then side to side tilt this far, and you can turn the top part around, and then the bottom part, there's at the waist, it's just a swivel. It's just a plain old swivel at the waist, and then the legs go up this far, which is not much, like barely anything. She can't kick up all that far, so that's not very good. You have to spread the leg outwards this way to get her leg to go up a little higher, but it's not very good. And then there's a split, which is pretty good, and kicks back about this far, and thigh swivel, full 360, double jointed knees, which look pretty good, and no buka swivel, no swivel on any part of the calf, so it's just, yeah. And then foot goes down this far and up this far, and ankle pivots. That's it for Invisible Woman. Now, we're putting her down. Let's look at the Thing articulation. He looks up this far, down this far, side to side, tilt, and full 360. And you pop the head. It's pretty easy to pop the head off, and you can see it offers a lot of range, so that's pretty good. Pop that back in, and shoulders go up this far, and full shoulder rotation, and bicep swivel, and elbow swivel as well, which goes this far, and single jointed elbows, and it has a very good range, so I'm not complaining about that. It looks like he's got some biceps going on. Look how impressive his arms are. He's got impressive looking arms there, so that looks awesome. I really like that. And then wrist swivel, full 360. It's got a hinge. It's got a little bit of a ratchet in the wrist, which is nice. And it goes back this far and forward this far, which is really good range, and it's really well done here. and there's no gap in the wrist too. So yeah, it's extremely well done. And the big plus with this is you can get him to, you know, touch his hands a little bit. Maybe you can't, but you can get pretty close, like right here, as you can see, because of that swivel and the biceps, and it won't get in the way, you know. So anyway, so there's that, and then let's look at the chest. It has a full 360 swivel at the top, and full 360 swivel on the waist area, and you can tilt side to side on the top, right? And it arches back pretty far, really good. And ab crunch, almost non-existent. It's almost like a McFarlane figure, which is really weird. I don't know what's up with them. So each figure has the same problem with the lack of ab crunch here. So there's just nothing in there. Nothing. And then this one has a split, which is crazy considering it's the thing. And he kicks up really good for the thing, so that is awesome. I love it. And then I forgot, thigh swivel, he does have that, and he kicks back, not much, just forward. And there's a noticeable gap here, but he does have a lot of range in kicking up, so that's really good. And then double jointed knees, and it's pretty unsightly. As you can see, it has a little bit of gap right here. It's very noticeable, even from far away. It just doesn't look very good. It reminds me of a McFarlane figure from DC Multiverse. So yeah, it's weird. And then the shins here, no boot cut swivel, 0. So that sucks. Feet go up this far, which is very good, as you can see. That goes pretty far up, and then down this far, which is really great. And ankle pivot on this guy all the way. And now let's get Human Torch. And this one has the hinge, unlike the thing, which has double ball peg. As you can see, this one has a double ball peg, but this one doesn't. This is just a hinge with the ball on the top. So he looks up about this far. This fire effect gets in the way. As you can see, you can't go any further, so that's a bummer. And he looks down this far, and full 360 and side to side, just not much. I wish he does have a double ball peg. It would have been really interesting. And then shoulders go around, rotation, and bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Let me try the other side. It's a little tight. Okay. Double jointed elbows. Goes this far, which is very good. And then the wrist, as you can see, it's restrictive because of the flame effect. And it's completely glued onto the hands. So it's not much I could do. Yeah. And then let's see. The chest arches back this far. Ab crunch a little better, but not much. It's okay. It's not very good. And full 360 at the top, and side tilts, which is very important for Human Torch. And bottom swivel at the waist, and then it kicks up this far, which is not very good. The thing has better kick than all of the other action figures, which is weird. And then thigh swivel 360 and full on split and double jointed knees and no boot cut swivel. There's none. It's just a little piece that looks like it has a boot swivel, but it's not. It's just an accessory fiery effect that's just spinning around on it. And this one here is just it goes down this far and up pretty darn far, really far up, and ankle pivot. As you can see, this ankle pivot. And that's it for all the articulation on all 4 of them. Now I want to go over Sculpt Paint, starting with the Thing. This is one of my favorite figures that I have gotten this year. And this might make it to the top 10 in my list for 2025 best action figures, because this thing is amazing. It looks really well done. And it's got some wash on it too, you know, so it doesn't look cheap, you know, like it's made from McDonald's. It's got some wash on it. Very subtle, but it's there. And you can see the rocky parts, the sculpt. So that's really well done. And the eyebrows is a slightly different color compared to the rest of the head. But I think there's a reason they did that. So it doesn't look like he's wearing a helmet. So they had to paint his eyebrows a slightly darker color to look like eyebrows. Actually it's more of a unibrow. And so, yeah, he looks very, very comic accurate. Probably the most comic accurate superhero in a live action film ever. Like, this is like literally looks exactly like the Thing from the comics. So I love this thing. It's just so awesome. And the articulation on this is actually pretty good for a guy so beefy like that. He can move, so that's pretty good. Yeah, it's got pants. It's got panel linings on the pants, as you can see, and it's got the number 4 on there. It's very clean. The paint application is pretty good, I would say, but it's missing some spots. Like, I don't know, like that black line right here is supposed to be over here, as you can see. But yeah, it's not a big deal. See, it's not aligning with the seam on there. So it probably has to be repainted. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me, because you look from afar, it's not very noticeable, but up close, yeah. So it's kind of weird, but it's not perfect on this one. But this is really, the number is really perfect. It's like pitch perfect. And you can see 4 on his thighs. So yeah, and he has no boots on. I prefer him to have boots on, but still, it looks fine to me. And yeah, he looks awesome. Really awesome. It really does. And you can see in the back, it's got seams on its back. It's got texture. This is a really well done action figure. And it's my favorite right now. Now the next one is Invisible Woman, and this looks good. And comparing to Mr. Richards, you can see they both have the same outfit. You know, they all are supposed to have the same outfit, but this one's a little different. It has a slightly different, I mean, not slightly different, it's completely different. It has completely different pants compared to these two. So, now, this one, it's got gloves, and you see seams on there, and the number 4, it looks clean enough, and her face looks really good. Nice paint application there, but she looks more like, she doesn't look like the actress in Fantastic Four, but she does look like a different actress. She was in Daredevil TV series. That looks more like her, which is weird. Yeah. And the proportions look really good. And it's very skin tight on her body, the suit. It's really skin tight. And what I mean by that is, you can see how it's more loose on Mr. Richards, Reed Richards, and this is tighter on her suit. So yeah, it's just more visually appealing because she's a female, so she has to show her curves. So it works out. Yeah, the paint application on the hair looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice looking figure. And then the next one is Reed Richards, and it does look good. And he does at least have the whites on his hair. I already reviewed this guy, but I'll review him real quick. The difference between these two would be that this one has white, this one doesn't. And and this one has a completely different design on the pants for the thing. So technically, all 4 of them look completely different from each other, which is kind of funny. But they are the same. But they have completely different looking suits. You know, this one is tighter with the white on the top. This one is more loose and no white on the top. And this one, Johnny Storm, he wears the same suit as this guy, but you can see the body types are very different. Like even the wrinkles on the stomach is different compared to Reed Richards. And so, yeah, Reed Richards looks pretty good here. And it does look like the actor, I think. And then now this, you're not going to be able to see that likeness in the actor because he's in full flame. So I'm just going to talk about the flaming part of the body. And I have to say, it looks really good. It looks awesome. And this one's different. It has a black 4 on his chest. And there's the flame on his... I mean, this one is not removable. It's completely glued on his chest. And this one is glued on his head. This piece right here is loose fitting. You can actually, like, take this off. Oh. See, you can remove it. It's just a piece of accessory that's part of the figure. So that's cool. You can do the same with this, but not these though. I mean, you can take them off, but you have to use like heating gun, you know, a blow dryer, and heat this up and take the feet off, and then take these fiery pieces off. So if I were you, I would just leave them there. But you can take those fiery ones off on the arms. Right, so that's cool. And it does look really nice. It's translucent. So yeah, it has a really nice red color. And you recognize his face right there. And man, it just looks really awesome in my opinion. I love it. And it looks very comic booky. These two looks like they don't look comic booky. They just look like real people. But these two look very comic booky. So you can find a different Sue Storm and a different Reed Richards and have them team up with these two, and it would still look like comic book characters. So that's something to think about. So I have to say, I like all of these, but the biggest standout would be the Thing. I love this figure so much. Really awesome. And I would in order from best to worst, this is the best. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So basically, yeah. Now I want to go over accessories. Starting with the Thing. He's got those open hands. Right. That's what he's got. Open hands. And Invisible Woman gets 2 alternate hands. And one is a fist hand, and the other is the accessory holding hand. Also, she gets this invisible blast power thing. It looks like it's trying to stop bullets, which is really cool. That's very nice. So that comes with Invisible Woman. And Mr. Fantastic comes with 2 extra alternate hands, and they're both fist hands, as you can see here. And these stretchy, wired, stretchy arms, as you can see, which is cool. So put them there. And Human Torch gets these flat open hands with flame on the back side of the hands and around it too. So that looks very cool. I like that. Nice. That's it for accessories. Sorry, I had to pass the posting session. That would take me way too long to post each figure. You know what I mean? And it would just take me too long. And the fact that their articulation is not very good, you know. And only the Thing has really good articulation. The other 3 are just not very good. So I'm just not going to bother with a posting session. And now I want to talk about my opinion about these figures. I think these are nice looking figures. They look good standing on your shelf. If you plan on like having them stand on your shelf and things like that, they look good. The best looking one to me is the Thing. I definitely recommend you to get the Thing. Just get him. And he can blend right in with your comic versions of Fantastic Four action figures, because he looks just like a comic counterpart. So that's just perfect. You know, the rest of the figures like Johnny Storm, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic are good figures.
they're pretty decent. The best ones is the Thing, and second best is Human Torch. And the rest are alright. They're pretty good. They got some nice accessories, though. That's for sure. I mean, Invisible Woman has a nice, invisible power, and then Mr. Fantastic has a nice stretchy arms set accessory. So that's nice. It's nice to have that. And all for $100. Way better than Mezco 112 Collective. Fantastic Four, where they charge freaking $400 for the set. So, do I recommend this this set? Yes, because it's only $100, and you have a chance to buy all 4 of them at the same time, and not worry about spending over $120 for these figures. You know what I mean? So I think it is definitely worth it. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again. Oh, and keep posting your action figures. Take care.